All right, so this is a recap of my first week of actually truly hunting up in there. Um, Remember, I went in on Thursday and pulled all my cameras and moved them to new areas. I reset all of them except for one. I pulled it out, but I think I have 5 cameras up there running still. So during the rain, I just basically, when I went up there, I started from scratch. All those areas that I had been scouting since last year, this spring, this summer, all those areas that I learned to know pretty well, and I had deer on. I scratched it all because of the amount of people that was up in there. It wasn't a terrible amount of people. Probably most people who hunt public land, but like, that's not even that many people. Me coming from a private land background, it just drives me crazy having people around. So I went in and grabbed all my cameras and moved them all. Moved them all to new areas I've never stepped foot on before in my entire life. I looked at Onyx and found some areas. So my first thought was, when this late in the game, I'm looking for benches and saddles. Benches and saddles is what I was looking for. So that's what I went about looking for. I found several good looking saddle areas, a lot of benches, because that's what these bucks are going to run. They're going to run these benches and stuff, trying to find does. So I got up, let's see, 2 a.m. Saturday morning, 2 a.m. Left the house, got over there about 3 a.m. It's about a 2-hour walk to get back in there where I'm hunting at now. So walked up in there. I had a full probably 50 pounds worth of crap on my back. Had bows and tents and food and water and all that bull crap. So I got up in there. Then once I had previously set up a halfway point where I could hunt in the morning that wasn't quite as far back. And then if I wanted to go on all the way to the back, I could. But there's been a bunch of people up there in my close spot. So I went ahead and I had some stuff stowed there at the halfway point, which would have been a dry bag with some my backpack, my sticks, and my saddle and my saddle platform. So not only did I carry that 50 pounds of stuff, I went ahead and picked this stuff up as well, which probably was like another 30 pounds, and marched my fat ass all the way to the back. So got back in there. Spot I was going to go to that I've been getting pictures. I put those cameras out Thursday, and immediately I started getting pictures of big deer. I mean, much bigger than I've been getting pictures of all fall. I was going to go into a spot, but the wind was a little swirly, and it was in a tight hillside area. I didn't feel too comfortable going in there right off the rip, so I settled for another spot on a bench in a low gap area that I got pictures of other big bucks in too. So it was kind of an in-between area. I was hoping maybe I catch one coming one or the other direction. I sat in there, and after about an hour, I seen a small 8-pointer, grunted him right up to the tree. He milled around there for a while, ended up leaving, and then I didn't know it, but there were some does up behind me, and he had ended up circling around up the hill behind me. Ran those does right underneath my tree stand. I could have killed all those deer. And then they took off running around. Got a ding about on my phone at about 9 o'clock. Usually I pick up my phone and look at my pictures. Sure enough, there was a big pig right there, that other spot I was going to go to. Who's to say I could have killed the deer? But it could have winded me, and a whole lot of other things could have happened. But it was a beautiful deer, probably mid-150s deer that was there. So I ended up climbing down. I set up a tent, whole shooting match, and got settled in. Watched the ball game for a little bit. Went out that evening in another saddle area that I've been getting pictures of a lot of big deer in. The one camera that I left up in the one spot, didn't see a damn deer. Climbed back down, went and chilled out. Woke up at about 3:30 this morning, pouring down rain. And I was like, oh boy, I don't have any rain gear. So I was like, I really wasn't looking too forward to going out and sitting in this rain. I went ahead and checked my pictures, and sure enough, there was like 3 new giants came in those same 2 areas. The one where I seen the big one at yesterday morning, and the other spot that I've been hunting. So So I got ready, got my fat butt up, got dressed, got out there. Was going to go to the spot where I'd seen the big one in daylight the morning before, where this other giant showed up in the middle of the night. And as I was walking to there, I stopped, checked my camera again, and there was a freaking a booner in there. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't go in there. So I ended up just settling kind of in the same area I hunted the morning before, but a little bit farther up the hollow where I seen some does go. So I sat there and I seen, I don't know, I seen a few deer. Seen one small buck and a couple does, but that was pretty well it. So I was going to do this recap from my truck, but when I got back to my truck around 2 o'clock, the game warden was standing there waiting on me. So that kind of caught me off guard. So she was just checking licenses and such. So, but I figure I had to go ahead and do a recap for this week. I got some pictures and stuff from the bucks I've been seeing. I've been seeing some good deer. So, but to hear some of the deer that I've killed, these are all private land deer that I've killed. And these are all bow kills. So, killed a few. That one there, I killed that one in South Dakota. Come over here, you got some other deer there. These are all archery kills. So that's my biggest one there. That's Ultra. Let's see, where's he at? No, that's not him. Here he is right here. We're way over here. See this big white guy? That guy right there, he's got 13-inch G2s on him. So this is Studley. That's a buck I killed a couple of years ago. Got the old American flag deal going on there. He's got the big brow tines and stuff on him. So it's another big 10-pointer I killed there. So I've killed a few deer. Got a few out in the freezer, ain't had mounted yet. You're probably wondering why in the hell am I being dumb enough to want hunt public land. So, but it's definitely a challenge. I'm enjoying every minute of it. My body hates me. I've been putting on about 6 miles every time I go up in there. So, and that's carrying all that stuff around. But it's kind of rewarding. I don't have any qualms about not killing anything. I'm expecting not to kill anything. But it's just that unknown factor. You don't know what you're going to see. You might see a giant, might not see anything. Whereas all these deer here, most of these deer I knew very well, patterned them and kill. I was expected to kill them. So up there, it's the Wild West. You don't know what you're going to run into. So I'm really enjoying myself. So, but until next weekend, I'm probably going to spend 2 or 3 days up in there again next weekend. That's happens when you get old. You got to do therapeutic stuff to yourself. So, but till next weekend, I'm going to put some pictures and stuff on here from this week. But hopefully I'll get some more pictures this week. See ya.
Alright, today is November 1st, 2025. I'm just getting settled up here in this tree. It's pretty warm out. I'll be surprised if I see anything. I've sweated about 9 gallons of sweat getting set up in this tree. But what we got this bench that comes up right here and comes around. Circles around that way, and you got to transition from thick cover to big woods right here. And these deer have been working this bench right here. There's a big scrape right there. I've got a camera set up over there about 100 yards. That's where I was going to hunt at, but I got over there. The wind's really fickle today. It's swirling a lot. And I just wasn't comfortable sitting over there, so I came back over here. Which isn't ideal because I tracked through the same area twice. That's a faux pas of mine. Big no-no. So, but anyway, these deer have been working this bench, and they come up out of this hollow is pretty thick. They've been coming up out of this hollow. There's been, I don't know, 7 or 8 different bucks coming in here. One that's probably close to Boone and Crockett, which I ain't seen him in a couple weeks, but we're hunting public land in southern Ohio, and there's literally about 10,000 acres here. So the odds of crossing paths with one of these deer aren't great, but we're going to give it a try nonetheless. This morning I was going to go to a spot and decided to wait till tomorrow morning and go in there, and a big shooter walked in there like 8 o'clock this morning, so kicking myself for not going in there, but I mean, he could have just as easily winded me too, so you don't know. But should be a good evening. This morning I sat on another bench, kind of a funnel area, grounded in a real nice little 8-pointer, and then he ended up disappearing and running 4 does directly underneath me. Ran him around there in the holler for a bit, and then he disappeared. But I think I seen 7 deer this morning, so that was much more than I thought I was going to see. So, but this is the first time I've ever hunted right here. This morning was the first time I've ever hunted that spot. So this is going to be a lady luck deal if it happens. So we're going to sit tight here and see what happens. It should be a good evening. If anything, I should at least get snorted at.